Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Is that Keo? Is that J Diddy? What up, Moths? What? On some random shit you heard? Alex the GOAT? That's a fact. He got hella motion and a couple racks. Wait, why is Keo spin? Wait. We have to freestyle now. Hey. Let me think a couple things. Psych, you thought I was about to freestyle? No, I can't freestyle, chat. I don't know how to freestyle. What up, chat? I got something for y'all. Alright, let's see. Wait, what happened? Alex, I was watching people get blocked down on X. Wait. Got blicked down on X waiting for your stream. Bro, chat, I used to watch that stuff. It kind of hurts my brain sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Bro, chat, W face reveal or what? Chat, W face reveal or huh? Look at the camera and do thumbs up. Yo, Keo, send that shit to me. Let me see. I need to see. Look at the cam. Like that. Let me see. Yes, sir. All right, chat. What are we playing today? We got some shit set up. Hold up. I need to go do something real quick. All right, I'm back. RBRB to fix my profile pic. Chat, I'm not always going to be doing this same one. There's going to be hella different ones too. This one's like probably my favorite one. Let me see. He got a crowd and everything. Yo, I'm fucking geeked right now. That's funny. Yo. Yo, that's funny. Alright, y'all. What is... let's turn down the music a little bit. Wait, I gotta redo it again? Bro, hold up. J Diddy. Hold up. I'm gonna just do this. Look at this. Yeah! That's peak. Yo, that's fucking peak. Where your hairline? Don't worry about it. I told you I was balding. Yo, how's everybody doing, bro? Fire profile picture. Yo, what's going on? Just chatting, did a face reveal. Bro, chat. Alright, like, Chad, this is my real face. My hairline completely gone. Is this what the cat be seeing when bro lay next to you? Of course. Chad, am I not beautiful? Chad, am I not beautiful? Be real with me. You best not lie. Hey, getting high. Let me tell you, you know that I am that guy. Going up, you know that I'm going high. I don't give a fuck, cause I'm vibing in the sky. Psych. Bitch, I am alive. Don't you ever think they'll coming up, bitch, I'm twice. Wait. Greatest for Yo. Bro. Hold up. What is... Well, chat, I went into this last night to troll people, chat. I kept getting banned. Bro, you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing in voice chat. Oh my gosh. My stuff is lagging. Uh-oh. Alright, let's see. Bro, let's go troll people. Shut up. Chat, how do we troll people here? Oh, wait. Wait, what is going on? What is that? Bro, I'm about to block you.
Why? Why did I do that? Why?
Chat, people actually come into this place and start throwing it back. Like, what is wrong with you? Let's get out of here. Let's actually go play an actual W game. Chat, what's a good game to play that's not Fork Knife? Wait, I can't see it. When I go to your channel, it shows the old profile picture. Oh, yeah. Y'all are funny. Yo! Is that my grandpaps? Mine got the crown, though. Bro, chat, I'm trying to figure out what's a good game to play. That's like, should I start playing Minecraft again? Would y'all like the Minecraft the Minecraft streams or nah? Be real with me, don't lie with me. Let's watch some horror shit. I'm down, chat. Y'all wanna watch some horror shit? I'll look at your edits right now. Hold up. Which one? Bro, that is like one of the... I'm not even gonna lie. This is probably one of my favorite photos. Like, I'm not even gonna lie with you, chat. This is probably one of my favorite photos. Alex mad gay for that short? No, why? Bro, chat, that... I don't give a... I was just doing it because I didn't know what to do with it, Zach. Like, dead the fuck ass. The only reason why I did that is because I wanted to post the trick shot, but I didn't know how to, like, post... I didn't know what the fuck to do. I didn't have my voice in it, bro. I forgot to record my voice. Chat, like, I only got 240 views, chat. I'm lacking, bro. I need to start posting again. I was getting hella shit. That's because, like, bro, this was for Christmas, chat. It's my kitty. Fucking, what is this 720p ass shit? Oh, and I can't even change it. Nice. That shit was fire. Hold up. J Diddy, are you talking about... This one?
Are you...
Bro, chat, this one was fire. This was fire.
Speed has never killed anyone. Suddenly becoming stationary. That's not gas.
Oh shit, you're right. Wait, is it copyright, chat? I don't know if this is copyright. This sounds like a remix. Chat, is that one copyright? That song's copyright? How long was the video? Wait.
Are you
It was
actually going?
It was only 15 seconds. I should be fine, chat. I should be fine. If, the thing is, chat, you can play copyrighted music, but it can only be for like 3 seconds. Like you cannot pay for more than like 30 seconds. If you play for more than 30 seconds, best believe you're getting a strike. Best believe you're getting a strike. Bruh. Can I even listen to this? Oh. Damn. Hey. Okay. Yeah. Yo, this shit is gas. This shit is gas, bro. NFS Heat. I think I have that game. Wait, do I? I thought I bought it for like $4. Oh. Isn't that what this is? Oh shit. I'm cooked. Yeah, this is out. No use in hitting that. Alright, bruh. Alright, chat. So what are we doing right now? Frozen the vape midstream? No, I did not, bro. What was I getting ready to do before I got distracted? Chat, we should try approaching... Watch horror videos. Alright. Y'all never answered. Should I start a Minecraft stream again? Should I start doing Minecraft streams? Bro, chat, I don't expect y'all to change on this. Why did the face? The Pokemon shit? What do you mean? Like Pokemon Minecraft? Like you want me to do like mods, Pokemon mods? Cause I want to play Minecraft again. I really do, bruh. But it's just like I'm tired of doing the same old shit, bruh. Like making a house. Cause the thing is, bruh, everybody wants to do that shit so fast when it comes to beating the Ender Dragon, beating the Wither. I'm not on like that, chat. Like, I'm just not on like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on enough to be able to just go and immediately beat everything. Bro wants me to catch all this shit in like 2 seconds, bro. I have to download Curse Forge again. Let's see. Bro's just naming off every single legendary he can think of. Oh my gosh, wait, chat. I want to learn to draw like this, chat. I like these stickman shit. I can kind of draw, but like I want to learn to draw shit like this, bro. Like stickman shit where it's just like cool little doodles like this. Like this looks fucking fire. Like look at that, bro. Like that shit looks heat. Like look at that shit, bruzzy. What is he making? Like I've been practicing, dog. I've been practicing. Hold up, let's see. Which one? Are these all things are we watching or what? Damn, 38 minutes? Like, bro, 2 hours? Like, what the fuck? Do life a luxury? That shit is not scary, bro. Please don't ever suggest that shit. Ew. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Yo, Keo, what are you doing in my walls, bruh? Get the he's in the walls. Get the fuck out of my wall, bruh. The fuck is Keo doing, bro? I'm about to beat your bitch ass, bro. You're breaking my damn kitchen. Wait, that's my. Oh shit! Oh, I was about to punch you. Oh my god, little bro. Little bro, this is bro chat. If y'all don't know what Dobby is from Harry Potter, this is what this little bro could have been like, bro. Chat, should we accept my cousin's offer for me to go to barber school? Is he paying for it?
Scary things caught on camera.
This just was not caught on camera. Yeah, I'm punching you for lying to me. It depends. Is he paying for it? 10 scary videos don't watch alone. Good thing, chat, I'm not alone.
Jonathan Javier Molina works as a...
Alright, chat, we're reacting to top 10 scariest videos by... Bro, chat, I used to be subscribed to this guy. Back when he was actually posting good videos. Mute the shorts, you're real.
EMT in Mendoza Province, Argentina.
Bro, what is this
One night after
thumbnail?
finishing a late
Chat,
shift,
look at
he's
this
sitting
thumbnail
just
right here.
inside the hospital corridor when he notices
Like, what is
something
that?
very strange. He thinks he keeps seeing someone sitting inside his car. He pulls out his phone and starts recording. And what he captures is truly bizarre.
He's in the hospital right now. Alex, what you doing on the thumbnail? That shit was not funny, Brody. That shit was not funny, Brody. Bro, is that some... Bro, chat. That... Somebody probably just put a mask or something on the back of their passenger seat. Like, chat, let's be real. Somebody just probably put a mask on their passenger seat so when people are walking by in like the dark or something, they see a mask or something in somebody's car. They're not going to approach that car, you feel me? It depends on who you're talking to, though. Some motherfuckers don't care. But, like, motherfuckers put mask on their passenger car. It's probably a Squishmallow. Nah, Luke. Vidler is peak. What is that? Is this shit scary or is this shit buns? You'll never goon again? Bro, chat. My girlfriend overdosed at... What? Oh my goodness. You'll never goon again after hearing what I shamefully did? Bro, chat. Honestly, bro, these shits about stop gooning and shit, bro. Honestly, everybody has done some shit that they haven't wanted to do while gooning because they've just, like, thought it was a fucking thing, bro. Everybody's done it, bro. The thing is, you just have to realize what you're doing is wrong and then learn from your mistakes. It's facts. Just gotta learn from your mistakes. Every mind-altering substance I've ever had. Bro, like, what is this? The reality of getting arrested and sentenced at 15 years old? Like, what's going on? I smoked weed before school at 13 years old. Bro, that shit's... But this is just an average... average day in the life, bro, right here. The red flag most guys ignore until it's too late. What is it? Why does he keep showing Riverdale? Low-key, I find his opinions invalid because he shows Riverdale. You could have showed anything else, but you showed Riverdale. I got arrested and sent... Bro, what? I nearly died drunk driving. Bro, why are you drunk driving, bro? Chat. Do you know this guy right here on the thumbnail? That's the guy from Electric Company. Only elite ball knowledge know that. Marcus. Only elite ball knowledge know that. Like, y'all don't know that. Nintendo never gave us a Switch Pro, so modders did. Oh my god, that sounds so fun.
Now, before mounting the SD card,
Alright. What the fuck was that thumbnail? I almost clicked on it. I don't know if I should tell you. Well, keep it that way. Bro. Chat, look how fucking... Chat, should I start a drawing channel? Should I start posting, like, sketches of shit that I draw? Like, if I do some shit like this. Should watch the 3 years at 15-1. This shit's so peak. What up? Now the jail one is hella peak. W. Watch. What is it even about, bruh? I have a short attention span, so I can't be watching shit for too long. Unless it's, like, something that's got my attention. One Punch Man, Saitama. You might be right. This might be Saitama. This might be his serious punch. That's definitely Saitama. That is not Luffy. If you think this is Luffy, you're wrong, bro. Luffy does not have a defined jawline. They beat his deadbeat dad. What? What? Chat. I feel like that'd bring down the vibes. Bruh. Chat, I used to be subscribed to this. I'm not a hater, bro. But, like, this... I'm not a hater, because I really fucked with him when he was dancing, like, hella different dances, chat. Because, like, I really fuck with his vibe. I really fuck with bro's vibe. I just don't like the freak... He does this challenge so often. And, like, bruh, he does this challenge so often, bro. Like, bro. Like, if he didn't do this challenge so often... Oh my gosh, she'd be one of my favorite dancers. Because she's just funny and stuff. I like his vibe. Oh my gosh. This is the link thing that I can't listen to. Chat. We need to start streaming on Twitch, bro. Chat, should we start streaming on Twitch when we hit like 5K? When we hit like 5K, should we start streaming on Twitch or what? Because I want to listen to music and shit, bro. But like, I feel like I need to like, it's because I want to stream on both, bro, but my PC can't handle that, bro. My PC literally cannot handle streaming like YouTube and Twitch at the same time.
No. Ya, salimos rápido para que vean que no es mentira. Mamá, la piel de gallina, hermano. Piel de gallina. Cagazo. Nadie.
Bro, what is that? Bro. This shit is just not scary, bro.
No, chavo. No. Y encima nos mira la puta que te
Wait,
parió.
oh, he walked back. Wait.
Es un montón. Mierda.
Summertime stream, bro. Chat, I'm moving out, bro. I'm not gonna lie. What's it called? I'm moving out in a couple of months, bro. So, like, I don't know if those summertime streams are... I'll probably be able to come home and stream at, like, 5 or 6. Or I actually might be able to stream a lot earlier, honestly. There'll just be no more morning streams. There'll be no more morning streams. But I'll probably be able to stream at, like, 7 or 6. Maybe. Depending if I go out to eat before. I'm talking about when I move out. Because, like, It depends, Chad, because once I move out, I'm gonna get like an actual job. I'm not gonna be. What's it called? Like I'm gonna be working in the morning, Chad. I don't like late night streams, bro. I mean, I don't like late night working, Chad. I'm not gonna lie to you. Late night working is the worst. Sent a vid in DMs. What do you mean? The lost files. What is this? 4 minutes. Is this gonna like curse me or something, bro? Oh wait, this is the fucking hold up, let's watch the first ones. Let's watch the very first ones. The Lost Files season 1. This is the let's do the first one. Alright. Let's start from the beginning. Wait, what do you mean by that? Oil field? No, I'm not doing an oil field. Chat, I'm fat. You think I can do that shit? My computer's fried? What do you mean? Chat, should we not watch these? Chat, we're not watching these. He said, bro, chat, this is hacking my computer. August 14, 1993. Work 6 months, off 6 months is a W. Might do it for real. Wait, what do you mean? Oh my god, what the fuck? Bro. Bonnie. Please go back to sleep. Don't make me goon to you. Don't make me whip it out. Wait, what? Why did that sudden pause in like audio? Oh my god, this is such bro. Five Nights at Freddy's 10 years later, it still gives me the fucking creeps. To Bonnie, he's a child? Oh fuck, I forgot about that. Wait, actually it's a ghost. What the fuck? It's gonna be right up in my grill, isn't it? It's gonna be. Chat, Bonnie's a ghost, bro. Bonnie's an animatronic. But that's not even Bonnie. It's fucking Freddy. Loser. Ha! Loser! Bro, Freddy looking at me like that. Why he looking at me like that, bro? Bro. Where's his eye? Yeah, that's just gone. What? What the fuck is he doing? What is that? Is his mouth open or some shit? What is going on? What's he looking at? He gonna show you the spirit of dead? What? Yo! Freddy better give me that Freddy did. About to cut to some very disturbing 100%. Yeah, it's probably gonna be Freddy throwing it back animatronic style. Now I got Diddy dead. Cam 07. Who is this gonna be? Underrated streamer for real? Wait, why is J Diddy the actual truth? Bro, chat. Bro said Joe Bart. Yeah, that's why you're never getting mod and you're bland. Bro, just for that, you're getting pinned. Bro, W pin. Chat, W pin, W pin, W pin. Bro, chat. I'm not saying Joe is not a goated streamer, but obviously you gotta agree in yourself. You gotta put your confidence first. Because if you don't have confidence in your... Why is she staring at me like that? Why is she staring at me like that? And why the cupcake staring at me like that? Oh. Yo, Brody, back it up. Bro, back it up. But back to what I was saying, chat. If you do not have confidence in yourself, who else is going to have confidence in you, bro? Like, chat, you have to give yourself confidence because you might not never know who will help you prop yourself up. So you got to be the thing that props yourself up. You know what I'm saying, chat? 1,000-yard stare. Should we sell the green for some munyon? Is that from GTA? Why does that sound like Lamar said that shit? I feel like Lamar said something like that. Chat, who wants to, bro? Who's getting GTA 6, bro? Like, Lamar Jackson? I don't know his last name. What's gonna happen, bro? What the? Where did bro? Perfect! 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 Yo. Please don't. Yo, Alex, cut that shit out. What do you mean? What did I do? Please don't be eating this shit. What shit? I'm gonna pull a schedule 1. Is bro becoming a DD? Only elite ball knowledge. My shit? I'm not eating your shit, bruh. Bro, why do I feel like something's behind it? Like, I feel like it's gonna jump scare me. The dealer is Chica. Okay. That wasn't that scary. Message from Gabriel. That side eye. Yo, same. That side eye that Freddy gave me was personal. That ass. Alex trying to run schedule 1, but IRL. Yo, bro's trying to get me caught up. It low-key did look like something peeking from behind her. No, real. Bro was hitting the... Bro, chat, hold up. Chat, bro was hitting the... Hold up. I can't do it because of the way I'm sitting. A message from Gabriel. Oh, bro, Freddy Fazbear. Let me see if these gummy bears are even still good. I do not like what you did to me. What do you mean by that? I am trapped in this body and I can't come out of here. Nah, I'd be a cushion. I've already been to juvie, bro. No, I don't want to go. I don't want you to get in trouble. You are nothing, you stupid rat. I hope you are suffering too. Is bro talking to me? Is it because I'm eating gummy bears in front of you, brother? But even if you aren't suffering now, I would make sure you are suffering the same way I am suffering and in great pain. I always come back. Oh, what the? Bruh! Is he working? Freddy, stop working on me, bruh! What is you doing? Why? Bro, chat, I was looking at the I wasn't looking at the look, chat. My screen is right here in front of me. You guys are right here. I'm looking over here. So I was looking over here, and the loud sound and the fast change of image, yes, it jump scared me. Why you look at me like that? Like I ain't do shit. Bro said hell. Hold up. We gotta go like that other one. The other one was fire. I ain't really like that third one. Chat. These are really good. I'll just stop eating. I ate a little bit of them though. Where's my water? I have seen everything? What do you mean? Like every single one of these? Bro. Hi. I'm afraid. Hi, afraid. I'm afraid of me going to HE double hockey sticks. I don't want to go to HE double hockey sticks. I miss my mommy. I miss my puppy. Okay. Oh my god, I thought they said I miss my furries. I was about to scream. I wish there was a way out. Just walk out. Chat, can she not? So, but I am so like I never understood. Are they like trapped inside Freddy Fazbear Pizza? Like, does like the ghost world know like have a boundary? Like I guess you can only I guess there's like a little force field or whatever. I don't want to burn. I don't want to kill the security guards that weren't in the man in the purple shirt. Wait. He didn't mean to kill. It's where the man with the purple shirt belongs, not me. I just want my mommy. So Chica killed bro. I'm not doing that, bro. Help me? Bro, that music made it seem like it was hopeful. Now is this Nightmare Chica? Chat, oh my gosh. What the fuck? That's disturbing. Oh my gosh, is that the child that was stuffed inside?
Escape is prohibited. Discard it immediately.
Ew.
Viewing of escape is prohibited.
Help you?
Discard it
Ugh.
immediately. Viewing of
Chad, this
escape
gives me
is
curse.
prohibited. Discard
Oh my
it
gosh, this gives me an eerie feeling. Yo.
Escape is prohibited.
Oh. Ah. Oh, this is nightmare fuel for sure. This is nightmare fuel for sure. Low-key curled up. Bro, chat, only reason why I'm watching this shit is because I'm with y'all. I would not watch this shit by myself. They can't get me under the covers on my life. If they pull up to me, I'm hitting them with some Tai Chi. Using my soul energy to beat them out. Like, is he just gonna be flashing me? What the fuck? He moved his face closer. This is giving me an eerie feeling. I got Jesus, and I got my fist on my side. Chat, 1v1, me versus Golden Freddy. Who's winning? Real answers only. No fake stuff. Be real. Me versus Golden Freddy. Oh, bro, it's burnt to a crisp like some bacon. Bet they ain't surviving that 90 cal. Bro, is he about to jump scare me? Alex Solos? Like, real, chat. Let's be real. Like, if I come in blazing up with an RPG, right? And they're walking towards me and I blast them up, what are they doing? They have no physical body to hurt me. Is that real? What are they gonna do? Possess the RPG and then shoot it like at the ground or some shit? Bow me up? Chat, like, what if I went in there with a wrecking ball like Miley Cyrus and I Miley Cyrus that whole hoe? Huh? Like, is there a ghost barrier protecting that bit? I would, if W new profile picture, let's see. Bro, this is fire. Chat, this is fire. Bro said nah, refresh. Bro, what is this profile picture, bros? Bros, what is this profile picture, bros? Why am I not subbed already? I thought I was. Alright, let's go to the next one. What time is it? It's 12:02. Oh my. Yeah, I know y'all, but I have some nightmares tonight. I know Keo is literally crying right now. What up? Let's just go to the regular YouTube page, see if there's something cool. Okay, here we go. It's all up on my For You page now. Bro, chat, look at this shit, bro. I want to learn to draw like this. What up? Like, look at this shit, bro. I'm shaking in my boots. Bro. Bro, what? Look at that cosmic shit, bro. That shit looks fire. Hold up, bro. Five Nights at JR's. Let's watch Markiplier.
Warning: the following game contains flashing lights, loud noises, and jump scares. This may result in whatever.
All right, let's.
Golly, I wasn't expecting you. Concerned. I think it's you.
Bro, chat. What should we watch? Bro, chat. You really want me to watch that video, bro? Hold up. Okay, I'll watch what she watched. Let's see. Watch. About 3 years. What? It started with Fortnite, it ended with handcuffs? What the fuck? Chat. When I did acid, I think I was like 15 or 14. No, I think I was like 15. My god, that was such a good time. Wait, which one? What's the name of it? 3 years at 15 years old? What up? I'm eating chocolate right now, even though I shouldn't be. It's up? Alright, say less. Wait, am I blind or like, oh, is it we got jumped by a gang at 13 years old? What? It's next to Don't Fuck Up Like Us. Oh, right here.
It's February 2023.
W Keo.
To go to my close mate Josh's house to stay there for the night with my best mate Crocker, who's this here. And the plan was pretty simple for this night. We were gonna eat a fair few bickies each and have a few beveraginos. So I'll get dropped to Josh's house by my dad. Crocker was already there, and him and Josh were a few beverages deep by this point. So as soon as I get there, shit pretty much just kicks off straight away. I'm getting the bickies out of my bag and we're just slamming them one after another.
I don't know how the fuck I got there, to be honest.
Ah.
I can't recall anything about like the 17th of, when was it? September?
17th of February.
17th of February. I don't remember much. I don't know how I got there.
What the fuck? How did? Oh wait, he must have had.
I don't even remember hooking in, to be honest. I think the only thing I remember is when we started rapping, and that was later on in the night. So
after around half an hour of being there, what Crocker's referencing is like I said, shit kicked off really fast, and we started making videos of ourselves rapping. You know, I was getting into it at the time, and we were just sitting there spitting the most god-awful fucking raps. Like, if you heard this...
Can y'all not hear it? Chat, can y'all not hear it?
Stuff, you would be like, oh, turn it off. Like, your favorite part would be where it ended, right? But after a couple of hours, that's when we sort of start to think a bit irrationally. And it also
what the
happens
fuck?
to be when Josh's mum's deadbeat boyfriend arrives at Josh's house. Now, to give you a bit of a backstory on this guy, he had assaulted Josh's mum, he'd assaulted Josh and Josh's little brother in the past. So it goes without saying, we didn't exactly like this bloke, but the part of the story that I've never told is that Crocker and Josh had a disagreement with this lad, I would say a week or two before, at a hotel which was around 10 minutes away from Josh's house. So to give a bit of context here, I'd like you to give your perspective, because I wasn't actually there for that.
something happened with the the green stuff, and we were gonna buy $20 worth, I think. And I can't actually remember the actual reason to why everything kicked off, but
Bro, I'm
I just
so confused on what
remember
the
his
fuck
mum
is going
was up in
on,
the
bro.
room. Something was happening, and she come down all upset, and then he come down, and then was like,
That's alright.
yeah, Josh, sorry, Josh was upset at him, and he
Bro.
I think he might have yelled at him. I can't, don't stick me to
Noxie's
that.
been
Everything
gone.
ends up calming down, and then he gives
Not
us
gonna
some,
lie, chat.
some
Noxie's
green
been
flour,
gone.
and we go home, smoke it.
Yeah, so that pretty much gives you all the context you need going forward, because after this, I remember immediately after, they go home, they start speaking, and they FaceTime me, keeping in mind this is a few weeks before all of this unfolded. And they explained to me that they felt like they should have done something to this guy who we do end up doing something to. I'm getting to that in a minute. And because of that, fast forward to this night in question, they really wanted to do this thing to him. Okay.
What do they keep saying
as soon as
that?
he arrives, he is getting up in Crocker and Josh's faces. You know, they're having a bit of a dispute. Crocker was doing Muay Thai at the time, and he was saying, I'll rock you, you know, I'll do this and that. You want to hit Josh's brother, all this stuff. And it was pretty much offering him out to a one-on-one on the back lawn. And I remember at the time thinking, like, this could really get away from us fast. Like, we are so fucked up by this point, eyes rolling in the back of our heads, dinner plates attached to our heads. And so I'm sort of trying to separate it. I'm saying, like, nah, it's all good. Like, I didn't want anything to happen that could potentially lead to a bad outcome. So we end up getting this deadbeat to go out the back onto the Crack Shack house.
This shit is 40 fucking minutes. I'm not watching this. Holy shit, bro. What the fuck? I thought this was like an 8-minute video. Bro, this shit is 40 minutes, bro. Bro, I thought this shit was 8. Bruh.
With Josh's
Like,
mum,
what
and just
the fuck?
go away from us, pretty much. And I remember around 3 hours into the night, it probably would have been like 11 o'clock. He kept... I'm not sure if anyone can relate. I've never experienced this before, but he thought he was a fucking gorilla. And Josh and I kept telling him, like, bro, you need to be quiet, because we were saying, like, you're not going to remember this in the morning, but he kept going, 100% will. 100%. Look at you. We'll get back to the story in a minute, but first, let me tell you about Block. The all-in-one.
Yeah, no.
12 a.m. because it was raining so much.
Play some blocks, bro.
You know,
What?
we hook in a
Blocks,
bit more,
bro.
few
What is
more
that?
bickies. By this point, we're all pretty well. Like, there's a lot.
What
we
the
most
fuck?
likely don't
Did
remember
they
and that we
kiss?
can't recall.
Bro, chat, were they kissing?
Point, we're all pretty.
Yo.
Well, like, there's a lot. And that's when I sort of realised, I think we all realised, that there could be some legitimacy to what this woman is saying, right? Josh's mum may not be talking shit after all, because there is a car engine revving like she said.
I don't remember hearing it, but I remember the emotion.
Is this
that
all
you
in
boys
one
were
night?
letting off. I don't think
He did
think I was just
LSD.
too fucked up
LSD is
to-
fun, but it's not at the same time. It's very dangerous.
the encrypted app that we used, and
Holy fuck, that's a boss move. I didn't know that.
yeah, and anyways, went out there. Sure enough, there's like fucking 10 police officers at my front door. Anyways, she was like, "G'day, mate. Is your parents home?" And I was like, "Yeah. Why? Am I in trouble?" And then she said, "Are you meant to be in trouble? Are you expecting like us?" And she was like, I just said, "Nah." As a real in a smart ass tone, obviously. I was a fucking dumb 15-year-old kid. And anyways, they started talking. They come in, they get all the shit that I was wearing on the night, and all of this being a fucking.
Bro, this is just one night. You missed the jumping part where they jumped the guy. I kind of got that. What was that, like over here? Because like this was like, because they had red lips over here. Look.
We'll get back to the story in a minute, but first. And I remember around 3 hours into the night, it probably would have been like 11 o'clock, there was a big dispute between the deadbeat and the next door neighbour. So Josh and Crocker go outside and we see this deadbeat mouthing off to the neighbour, and Josh and Crocker pretty much get in his face. So what do you remember from that altercation with this time on, including those dirty corn websites? Unlike other screens here, that equates sign up for a mechanic shop at the time, right? So us boys just carry on for the rest of our night. I remember we went for a walk in the rain. It started, it started pissing down. And we get back home, I would say around 12 a.m. because it was raining so much. After getting home, you know, we hook in a bit more, a few more bickies. By this point, we're all pretty, well, like there's a lot we most likely don't remember and that we can't recall. But I would say around 3 a.m, Josh receives a call from his mum saying that she's locked in this bloke's yard and he won't let her out. And he's revving the engine. She's saying he's going to run her over, all this stuff. Of course, we don't know how true this is. You've got to take into account that she's a kid. And I remember Crocker and I specifically saying to Josh, now this isn't anything against him, but we said we shouldn't go down. You know, she's obviously talking shit. She's a kid. You've got to remember that, bro. So before we move forward, what do you remember from, you know, that phone call and from what we were trying to advise Josh against?
Josh was visibly upset, and I think it influenced us to a point, but then again, we were really f***ed up. So in the end, we made the wrong decision, but at the start of the phone call, we already knew that it was probably bullshit, and we tried our best to convince him out of going down there, but in the end, he ended up convincing us, which again, nothing against Josh. We are totally accountable for our actions, and yeah, it just sort of unfolded from that point on.
It really got away from us. So after Josh had made it 100%, like he said, bro, I'm going, even if you boys aren't coming with me, like that's my fucking mum. You know, like I said, she's a kid, this and that. We decide it's all or nothing. You know, if he's going down, we're going down with him. So
he's going down, we're going down with him. That's goated shit right there.
We get a few hostile objects from around the house. You know, there was a torch involved, a metal torch. And we start walking down to the property. Okay, now unbeknownst to us, the entire time we're walking, with every step we're taking, it's being captured on CCTV. So we walk past the local pub, 2 sets of cameras capture us there. We walk onto the main road where we walk past 3 local businesses which capture us walking to this man's property. And when we're around, I would say 100 meters away, that's when we hear the car engine fucking roaring. And that's when I sort of realised, I think we all realised, that there could be some legitimacy to what this woman is saying, right? Josh's mum may not be talking shit after all, because there is a car engine revving like she said.
I don't remember hearing it, but I remember the emotions that you boys were letting off. I think I was just too f***ed up to comprehend anything. Like, no matter what sound was being made, I didn't comprehend it. So I think I was just feeding off the boys' energy. And when I really listened closely, I could hear it, but I didn't really.
You couldn't absorb the full magnitude of the situation because of how out of it you were.
Exactly.
And I have to say, this night, for whatever reason, this has always been the case. Crocker and I always had a different effect on Crocker. It always seemed to hit him the hardest out of all of us boys, despite by this point all being reasonably similar weight. He was always the one to cop it the hardest. So we get to the fence after running up to this bloke's property, and we see Josh's mum standing there with the pram. So she jumps over the fence, which she could have done all along, but somehow us being there, you know, our presence made her more confident doing that. And that's when us boys decide that we're going to jump the fence and going to confront him. Now, at this point, I couldn't even tell you what our intentions were, but I'm quite certain we just wanted to go in and talk to him, all right? Now, as soon as we get in there, I see this fella, and he's got his phone in his hand, right? So Josh is the first to make contact with him. He starts talking to him, and I feel like from what I remember, you and Josh were the first to actually
This
talk
shit
to him.
boring, bro.
Yeah.
So do you
I kind of
remember any
agree,
sort of
bro. I'm not
interaction
gonna
from
lie, bro.
that point onward?
That bit is actually quite vivid
Yeah.
for me. I remember Josh was saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing that to my mum for? Do it to me."
I don't, bro. Like, is this the type? Like, I'm not gonna lie. This is not something that I would watch. I think it's because my attention span is too hard. After this part, turn it off. The rest boring. All right, say less.
To me instead, and then Josh just the fuck out of this, knocking his glasses off, and then that's when I start piping up, obviously off my head, saying, "What's going? What's going? What's going?"
Before it all kicks off, Josh smacks this bloke's phone out of his hand, which later on he would come to regret massively, because right as he smacked the phone out of his hand, he was making a call to his own business, which captured this entire interaction on a voicemail, like I mentioned. So after the phone's smacked out of his hand, we all start going in. Like I said, there was a metal torch involved. It was just lick after lick after lick. And I vividly remember backing this guy into a chair. Now, I just want to say, not glorifying any of this in any way, but what came next was absolutely fucked. And this is the most vivid part in my mind till today. And we finally decide it's a good point to go. You know, we tell him, don't fucking come around the house again, you dog. Like, we're really trying to deter this bloke. So after we'd, done the damage, we walk out of the property, jump the fence, and walk back the efficient way, right? We didn't even know existed at the time. Now, upon walking away, all of us boys are having a discussion. We're saying, bro, we didn't do enough. We should have done more, But we would come to find just hours later the true amount of damage that we'd actually done. So we get home, we decide that
Goon
we're
on
gonna hook in a
cam,
few
bro.
more
I'm
bevies.
not doing that.
And I would say around an hour later, we make the decision to walk back to the property, this time bellied up, and go round two. I remember filming this video vividly just as we were around the corner and saying, I'm going to get round two on the dog. Here it is.
We're going to get round two on the dog.
And
Gonna go
just
get
as we're about
round
to walk
two
around
on the
corner,
dog.
What do we say, Crocker?
Police.
You wouldn't fucking believe it. Red and blue flashing fucking lights. Like, a lot of them.
Now, let me just say, what was going through my mind in this very moment was we may have just fucking killed this guy. Like, no word of a lie. It starts flashing through my mind again, what we just done to this bloke. And the more I think about it, the more I start rationalizing a reality where this bloke may no longer be in the picture because of what we had just done. And so, of course, as soon as we see these red and blue flashing lights, we fucking leg it back to Josh's house. And I remember on the way back, we're hiding out in
I don't even know, bro. All I can say is, bro, what did you expect, bro? You hit somebody, bro. You jumped somebody, and he knew who you were. Like, chat. If you jump somebody and they know who you are, don't expect to not get a fucking visit from the police. Like, be real, chat. Like, if you beat somebody's ass, like I understand, like, he deserved it and shit. Like, cause, like, some people deserve to get their fucking heads, like, beat the fucking, but you just can't fucking do that, chat. You just can't, bruh. Cause the funniest thing is, you beating that person's ass will literally get you locked up and then them money in their pocket. Think about that, chat. Imagine you go and beat the fuck out of somebody, right? But now you're paying for their hospital while paying for the hospital and then, like, also in jail at the same time. Like, I don't even know how the fuck that works, but, like, imagine. Like, imagine that. And you get sued. You lose all your bread. You lose your house. You lose your car. You lose everything. All because you went to go beat someone's ass. Let's watch some Fortnite improvement shit, bruh. I don't even know. Look, bruh. Look what you look from fucking Joe. Look, you saying Joe so much in my chat. Burp. Got my sister's best friend pregnant. I know she's mad. Wait, that's the guy from Lost. When will you ver Viggs? Wait, that's the guy from Lost. If you've ever seen Lost, this guy's from Lost. That's the guy from Hobbit. All the houses got raided and they found LSD weed. Wait, dead ass? My live reactions to Wii U, the Switch. Like, a talking hat go up. Let's watch. Wait, what are we watching? A talking hat? Wait, what do you mean? Their blood boiled inside of them? Ugh. Hold up, I'm gonna watch this real quick.
Well, guys, if the internet has taught us anything, there are a million horrible ways to die, but what we're going to talk about in this video might just be one of the worst. What we're of course talking about are pressure differentials, also known as delta P, and this can be deadly just... Well, guys, if the internet has taught us by itself. Take, for example, this video of a crab walking next to the pipe. It's there one moment and gone the next.
Oh my gosh.
But unfortunate sea life are not the only beings that have passed away due to delta P. There are also a whole host of people that have died the exact same way, and we're going to be talking about probably the most gruesome example of delta P, the Byford dolphin incident. This incident happened...
Just heard a gunshot. There's probably a firework.
...of 5 human lives, 4 of them being saturation divers, and 1 of them being a tender. The incident happened on the Byford Dolphin oil exploration rig, and one of the most important jobs on these oil rigs is that of the saturation diver. For those that
time to duck down, bro. This shit normal where I'm at? What the fuck?
Really well, between $30,000 to $45,000 a month, but there's a catch. You're going to end up spending long months underwater, working on infrastructure in very small enclosed spaces. This by itself makes most people not qualified to do this position, which is why it pays so well. It also is quite dangerous on top of this, as you'll find out later in this video. Now, one of the major risks of being a saturation diver is something known as the bends. And if you're familiar with scuba diving, this is probably something that you've heard about before. Basically what happens is when you go deep into water, nitrogen is going to dissolve into your bloodstream. So when you come back out, you need to take rests on the way up to acclimate yourself to the different atmosphere. If you come out too quickly, you get the bends or decompression sickness, and this is when the nitrogen that's been dissolved into your blood turns back into a gas, but very rapidly, and it essentially causes you to boil from the inside out.
What the fuck?
Basically, to put this very simply, when you go from a high pressure to a low pressure environment, you need to do this very slowly and acclimate yourself, otherwise it's bad news and you are probably going to die. So, that being said, on the Byford Dolphin oil rig, there are
my house was shot up like a month ago. What the fuck? Bro, please do not talk about gangs and stuff on my stream.
And there's something known as a diving bell. So when divers need to go back down into the depths and work, they enter this diving bell, it drops them down, they come back up, and go back to their living quarters. Everything is very simple. However, on November 5th of 1983, something went wrong.
I'm not in a gang, just affiliated. Alright. Still...
One of the tenders, William Crammond, a person
I don't like
responsible for making sure the
end game,
was attaching the diving bell to the living quarters while the 4 saturation divers were inside. But the diving bell prematurely disconnected from the living chambers before it was done being sealed off, which resulted in an explosive decompression. Within less than a second, the pressure inside of the living chambers, which was at 9 atmospheres, so 9 times stronger than what we're currently living in, dropped back down to 1 atmosphere. And as you can imagine, this has deadly results. Firstly, William Crammond, the tender, ended up passing away because the explosive decompression pushed air out of the living chamber,
in the game?
sent the diving bell flying into him, and he got crushed.
Damn.
3 of the saturation divers inside of the living chambers ended up passing away immediately because the nitrogen started bubbling in their veins, and they boiled from the inside out, but one unfortunate person had the worst fate out of all of them. The 4th saturation diver, Truls Hellevick, was standing in front of the partially opened door, very narrow space, when the depressurization took place. What then happened was he got pulled through this very narrow opening. This essentially split him open and sent a bunch of internal body parts splattering all over the deck. There are photos of this, and I would not recommend looking them up. Trust me, they're very disturbing, but he definitely suffered the most out of all of them. There was also quite a long ongoing debate as to whether or not this was caused by human error or faulty equipment, but eventually it was deemed that it was likely.
Bro said we'll be looking up.
It also took the Norwegian government decades before they finally financially compensated the families of the divers who they lost, so that also isn't too great. After reading about this story, it definitely solidifies my beliefs that I would never be a saturation diver, even if I was getting paid $30,000 to $45,000 a month.
Holy shears.
And this is easily one of the worst ways to go that I've read about.
I agree. Chat. Imagine getting oh my gosh. This was a year ago. Does he have more shit like this? He's about to unlive 3 people. He just doesn't know it. They had no idea. This woman's already dead. She just doesn't know. This moose is already dead. Just doesn't know it. She fell right after taking this photo. Do any of these look fire? Look up a talking hat. Bro, what is this, bro? How it feels to die from every serial killer? Which one? The most painful gamer deaths ever? The most painful cartel deaths are
peanut butter. On a calm,
peanut
lazy
butter
morning in Mexico City, the day's peace would be interrupted by the disturbed screams of a man tied to a pole. But you're probably wondering how he got here in the first place. Earlier that month, he had been accused of committing an unthinkable crime to a local woman in the city. Word of his actions spread quickly, angering friends, families, and other locals until a notorious Mexican gang caught wind of the story. For them, justice would not wait for courts and police. They tracked the man down, ripped him out from his house, and dragged him out into the open. They grabbed his hands and bound him tightly so that escape was impossible. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, the gang pulled out a tub of peanut butter and began to slather it on his... The man became confused, because while covering somebody in peanut butter is a pretty strange punishment, it's not necessarily painful.
Bro, don't tell me
However,
they're gonna let like
his
dogs or
confusion would quickly
something.
fall into dread when the men brought out 2 huge pit bulls. He immediately realized what they were trying to do and began pleading for mercy. However, his cries were drowned out by the growls of the snarling dogs.
Ooh.
When the animals were unleashed, panic surged through the alleged criminal as he screamed for help. The punishment unfolded brutally.
Damn.
It was a slow spectacle of pain and humiliation. And sadly, his screams fell on deaf ears as locals pretended like nothing was happening. By the time the dogs were pulled back, the man was left broken in a way that couldn't be fixed. The point was made clear. The gang had delivered their brand of justice and sent an unforgettable message that'll live on in the heart of Mexico City for years. Vile acts against the vulnerable in this city will not be tolerated. 49. On May 12th, 2012, a man in Cadereyta, Jimenez decided to step out of his home for a quick beverage. The evening was warm and calm. It was the kind of night where nothing out of the ordinary was really expected. As the man walked along the highway, the dim lights cast long shadows across the road. Out of nowhere, the man would stumble across what sort of looked like a strange log just lying to the left of the pavement. He barely paid it any mind, stepping past it. Moments later, he saw another one, then another, with each log carrying a foul, nauseating stench that clung to the air. The smell was strong enough to stop the man from walking any further. Confused, he decided to inspect the objects. He crouched closer, squinting at the twisted shapes in the dark. What at first looked like a bunch of discarded stick bundles on the highway slowly revealed themselves as something far more horrifying than expected.
What's going on, Lay?
The man recoiled in terror. They weren't logs. They were human bodies. 49 bodies.
49? Holy
shit. They were men and women, stripped of their dignity. Each of them were missing their heads, hands, and feet. The mutilation was so precise and brutal that it was nearly impossible to tell who they once were. Some of the people were stuffed into plastic bags, and others dumped carelessly onto the roadside.
That's
The man's breath
crazy.
quickened as his mind
You
struggled
hit
to process the
1K,
scale of
W
what he was
Lay.
seeing. A sense of dread swept over him as he realized he had stumbled upon a... In that moment, the silence of the night felt oppressive. The road transformed into a grotesque stage of terror. Later, authorities would confirm what many feared. This was the work of Los Zetas, one of Mexico's most violent cartels. The bodies were left as a chilling message in an ongoing war for control of smuggling routes into the United States. By dawn, the site was swarmed with police and
Holy
soldiers with
shit.
their flashlights cutting through the dark as they documented the carnage. Officials were able to arrest
Elite
the
stream
perpetrator
knowledge
of
is
the
real.
tragedy, Daniel Jesus Elizondo Ramirez, more formally known as El Loco. This is just one of many atrocities that happen in Mexico because of wars like these. And if there's one thing that's true about these conflicts, it's that the innocents will always be the ones who have to pay. May their souls rest in peace. The Ghost Rider incident.
Ghost Rider?
The CJNG
Rip to
is
these
one of the most
people,
powerful
real.
and dangerous cartels in Mexican history. The United Cartels is a coalition that was formed in opposition to their control. And on a sweltering afternoon deep in cartel territory, a notorious man known as the Ghost Rider, in allegiance with the United Cartels, would find himself in the grip of one of Mexico's most feared criminal organizations. You see, Ghost Rider got his peculiar name from his horrific reputation. He was known for setting his victims ablaze and leaving them out in the open to be discovered. However, now that he was captured and surrounded by the CJNG, his fate became sealed long before cameras even started rolling. This cartel was not content with simply eliminating a rival. They wanted to carve a message into the eyes of each and every one of their enemies, and in their eyes, Ghost Rider's nickname provided the perfect stage for humiliation. The camera steadied on him as members of the cartel mocked the moniker he had carried, and then with a calm and chilling demeanor, they doused his face in accelerant and struck a flame. What followed was a spectacle designed not just to eliminate, but to terrify. The man's face ignited in an instant. Flames began dancing across his skin, consuming the man's head until it became unrecognizable. Bound and helpless, his muffled cries pierced the silence as the cartel stood by, watching. The man could no longer see, and his head now resembled nothing but a skull. But horrifically enough, he was still screaming. This terrible sight, paired with his nickname that once gave him power in the criminal underworld, had been twisted into a cruel, barbaric joke. The man had literally become the Ghost Rider, just in a very wicked sense. The video of the savagery spread across the dark corners of the internet, where CJNG often showcased their brutality, and for those who stumbled upon the footage, the sight was unforgettable. A man was transformed into a symbol of suffering and humiliation, and that symbol would unfortunately outlast his legacy. The Bowl incident. Panic surged through the city as word
Nightmare
spread of the
fuel?
grisly discovery made inside of the bag.
What is this
Lost
video?
monkeys.
This video is called The Most Painful Cartel Deaths Ever.
Police chased down reports of red-stained sacks dumped all over the town. Each one revealed another part of a human body, like some sort of sick, twisted treasure hunt. Inside one bag was a torso, in another bag were severed limbs. But the true horror that shocked the city came from a janitor cleaning the front of a city hall. While doing his job, he stumbled across a sports bag, but when he went to pick it up, a soccer ball bounced out of it. As it rolled over, the ball revealed that it was stitched with human skin. A man's face was pulled tight over the leather with its lips sewn shut, and a note beside it read, "Happy New Year, because this will be your last." In early January 2010, a 36-year-old man named Hugo Hernandez had mistakenly crossed into Sinaloa cartel territory, while they were in the midst of one of the bloodiest cartel wars in history against the Juarez. They immediately abducted the man, tied him to a chair, brought out a chainsaw, and well, the rest was history. This is just one of the hundreds of thousands of civilian casualties in this non-stop war. The violence is so bad that reporters and journalists stopped reporting on it because they too were brutally murdered.
Damn. That, oh my god, I've heard about this fucking incident. I've never seen the video though. I've heard about this incident.
The cameras begin rolling, and then the footage adjusts. The scene is set on a man bound with his hands and legs tied by extension cords. As the camera focuses more, it becomes clear that the man is most certainly not alive. His face is missing, and so are his hands and eyes. However, in sheer impossibility, the man begins moving violently. The camera slightly pans over to the side, and there it becomes apparent that these cartel members hooked the man up to a substance to pump his adrenaline and keep him wide awake and aware. Because of this, it is impossible for the man to pass out. And that's when it stops.
Oh, damn.
The cartel members pull out a knife and stick a metal pole in the man's mouth in an effort to silence him. What happens next is simply just too horrific to mention on YouTube, so out of respect for this man's life and to protect your mental security, I'll skip over it.
Bruh.
All you need to know is that they began playing a game with the man's throat while pumping him with substances to keep him alive. The best thing I can compare this to is if you were to undergo surgery and one of the operating doctors forgot to give you anesthesia, which, by the way, is just a medical treatment that typically makes you unconscious and unaware during painful surgeries. Normally in a case like this, you'd shoot up in extreme pain, but since you're restrained, the agony would just cause you to pass out on the operating table. Now imagine if the doctors were also injecting you with some type of liquid that prevented you from passing out and kept you wide awake, to watch what they were doing to your body in complete horror. That's pretty much what happened, and after the men were done, the video would finally end. But shortly afterward, another video in the same room would surface. In it, you can see the same men playing soccer with the victim's head, kicking it back and forth to each other in efforts to catch it. What makes this incident as horrific as it is isn't the sheer brutality of their actions. When the men were carrying out this atrocity, it's heavily noted that they would be talking to each other, calm and casually, as if it were another Tuesday morning at their shift. All the meanwhile, a popular 80s hit would play in the background, striking a mind-boggling contrast between their gruesome acts and the fun and enjoyable disco song. The song is called Funky Town by Lips Incorporated, and chances are you've probably already heard this song countless times when you were young. When I was a child, this was a song they played for me at Chuck E. Cheese and at school festivals. And now, my memories of this fun and stupid disco song are tainted by the actions of the wicked. The warmth, security, and luxuries we have today were not built on the morals of the evil. They're built by those who dare to be inspirational instead of evil. They're built by those who sacrifice themselves to protect their country. They're built by good men and women who figured out that love is stronger than wickedness. Be a good person to the world, your neighbors, and most importantly,
That's
yourself.
crazy.
And as usual, don't search any of these videos up. Be safe and have a happy day, lads.
That's crazy. How every cartel boss died? The most painful deaths caught on live stream. 10 things you didn't know could kill you. Gooning. Gooning? I don't think gooning can kill you. Oh, it depends on what happens. Like, explain if you like... Oh, hell no. Bro, that's fucking weird, bro. I don't know. I do not associate with gangs. They can keep... I will... They can do whatever they want. I do not care. Like, just leave me out of it, for real, for real. It's low key. Once you get affiliated with gangs, bro, you're cooked, bro, for the rest of your life. Like you're cooked for like the rest of your life, bro. What's every death sentence look like? Every death row.
North Korea. You know that moment of dread you get when you're writing a
It
text about how
depends,
much
bro.
you hate
Like,
your
it's
boss,
just like, bro,
but
like,
instead
you
of
just gotta, I would say stay away, bro, because, like, being in a gang, you're gonna have to do some shit you're not gonna want to do, bro. And that's on P right there, chat. What's going on, Doober Goober? How you doing? Like, chat, that's genuinely on P and shit, bro. Like,
instead of sending it to your friend, you accidentally send it to him instead? Yeah. I want you to multiply that terrifying moment by about 1 million. That's exactly how it feels like when soldiers kick down your door at 3 a.m. in North Korea. Maybe you've been convicted for criticizing the government to the wrong person. Maybe you were caught watching smuggled South Korean drama. Or maybe you simply dozed off during one of Kim Jong-un's speeches. It doesn't really matter what you did, because your fate was sealed the moment someone reported you. You're simply going to be executed, but not in the way you might imagine. The soldiers will arrive at your door before dawn, kick it down, and drag you out of your bed, then load you into the back of their truck. Your family will helplessly watch as you vanish into the darkness. A few hours later, you'll find yourself standing in an open field in Pyongyang, a military training ground, far from any city. You are tied to a pole, your hands are bound behind you, and you can't move. The pole is planted somewhere about 100 feet away from an anti-aircraft cannon. This thing wasn't originally built for people. It was designed to literally blow up aircraft thousands of feet in the sky. But now,
It's
aimed
aimed
you.
at you? Oh
The
my
soldiers force you
gosh.
to your knees and bind your hands behind your back. A thick rope is wrapped around your torso, securing you to a wooden pole, with no room to breathe freely. The crowds are already gathered, because this isn't going to be a private affair. It is a message, a spectacle designed to terrify anyone else who might dare to step out of line. The crowd watches in forced silence because showing any sympathy for you could mean they're next. You stand there, tied to that pole, knowing what's about to happen without being able to do anything about it. Your last thoughts narrow on the bathroom. You wish you could have used it before your execution, but interrupting Kim Jong-un again would only result in your family being targeted next. And besides, it doesn't really matter since you pee your pants in fear when they fire the cannon at you. On the bright side, nobody would ever know that you wet your pants in your final moments, because the shell doesn't just end you, it literally evaporates you. Your body becomes so obliterated that there's nothing left but fragments scattered across the field. There is no body to bury, no remains, and no more pieces of your existence. The only thing left behind is a glaringly obvious message. Don't upset Kim. Japan. You've been sentenced to death in Japan for murder, but unlike other countries where you might know your execution date months in advance, Japan doesn't work that way. They don't tell you when you're going to pass away. You're placed in a cell barely larger than a bathroom. The walls are bare concrete. You wake up every single morning not knowing if this is your last day alive and if today is the day they're going to come for you. The uncertainty is deliberate. It's part of the punishment. You're isolated in that tiny cell with minimal human contact. Even the guards don't speak to you that much. You have no access to the outside world and no way of knowing what's happening beyond those walls. Every footstep in the hallway could be them coming to get you. Every time you hear keys jingling, your heart races. Days pass, then months, then years. The stress and anxiety from anticipation drives you absolutely insane after a decade has passed. Then finally, in passing while a guard is giving you your food for the day, he lets you know that in just 3 hours you're going to be executed. Yet, after all that waiting and psychological torture of not knowing, you only get a few hours notice that today is the day you're going to pass away. They lead you to the execution chamber and, well, yeah. According to a 2009 investigation by The Guardian and Amnesty International, this system of uncertainty has driven some prisoners to develop severe mental illness from the prolonged psychological torment. They pace their cells obsessively, talking to themselves, completely detached from reality. By the time they're finally executed, some of them don't even fully understand what's happening anymore. Afghanistan. Now imagine you're in a country that's living under Taliban rule. You've been accused of adultery or maybe theft. The trial, if you could really even call it that, is quick. There'd be no real defense or due process. The verdict is already decided before you even walk into the room, and now you've been sentenced to death. Especially if you're a woman. They take you out into a public square where a crowd has already started to gather. Men, women, and even children are there because the Taliban wants everyone to see what happens to those who break their laws. You're forced to your knees beside a tall wall, about 15 feet high, made of concrete and stone. Your back is pressed against it. Then they tie your hands and announce your crime to the crowd, shouting it loud enough for everyone to hear. The accusation, the sentence, all of it laid bare for public consumption. Then you hear a bulldozer rumbling. It's deep, mechanical, and growing louder with each passing second.
What's going on, Lay?
That's when the reality of what's about to happen truly hits you. They're not going to hit you. They're not going to hit you. They're literally going to crush you. The bulldozer's blade makes contact with the wall and it starts to tilt. You try to move, but the ropes hold you in place. The wall starts falling, slowly at first, then faster, and there's absolutely nothing you can do. The concrete and stone come crashing down on top of you with thousands of pounds of force. Your bones shatter on impact. Your chest is compressed, and you're buried alive under the rubble. The crowd watches as the dust settles, and somewhere beneath that pile of concrete and stone, your life ends in agony. Saudi Arabia. Imagine you've been convicted of taking someone's life, trafficking illegal substances, or maybe apostasy, which is renouncing Islam. The trial is over, and you've been sentenced to execution. In Saudi Arabia, that means one thing: a public beheading by sword. On the morning of your execution,
A public
you're
beheading by
transported to a public square
sword?
in the center of the city. Locals call it Chop Chop Square, a grim nickname that's become normalized through repetition. The execution always takes place after Friday prayers, and there's already a crowd gathered to watch. You're forced to kneel on the ground while an executioner stands behind you. He's holding a long, traditional Arabic sword, sharp enough to cut through bone in a single stroke. And then, In one swift motion, the executioner raises the sword high above his head and brings it down with practiced precision. If he's skilled, and he usually is, your head is severed from your body in a single stroke. But if he's
Public.
not, he keeps repeating the process until
Oh
you
my,
stop.
bro, chat. Oh my god. Imagine, bro, they take you out in the public to get you executed, and the guy that kills you is bad at using a sword, and he just keeps hacking at your neck while you're alive. Bro. Why is everything publicly shown? It's because it's to send a message. It's to send a message saying, don't do this shit again, or this is gonna be you. That's literally what they're saying.
Your consciousness doesn't fade immediately. For somewhere between 2 and 7 seconds, your brain may still function. You may still be aware, even as your head separates from your body and falls to the ground. Then everything goes dark. Saudi Arabia is one of the last countries in the world that still uses beheading as its primary method of execution. South Africa.
They really do?
90s, during
Those are the
countries'
third world
internal strife
countries, so
against
yeah.
apartheid.
Yeah,
Imagine you're
probably.
suspected of being an informant, someone who's been working with the segregated government while intentionally selling out your own people. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but in the chaos of resistance and revolution, accusations alone are often enough. There's no trial, no judge, no jury, just mob justice. They grab you in the street or drag you from your home, force ties over your head and arms, one after another, until you're wearing multiple ties that trap your arms against your torso like a straitjacket made of rubber. You can't move them. You can't fight back. You can't even escape. Then someone brings gasoline. You smell it before you feel it, and the sharp chemical odor makes your eyes water. They pour it over the tires, over you, and it soaks into your clothes, into your hair, into everything.
Alex Gay? Alright, bro, chat. I could have ended stream 10 minutes ago, and Yonder would have not been on the stream. He's literally, Yonder literally joining the last 10 minutes of the stream, chat. L Yonder, about to take his mod away, chat.
Is immediate and excruciating. The rubber tires begin to melt, fusing with your skin as the flames consume you. This isn't a quick passing. The fire burns slowly, and every second feels like an eternity. You're conscious for most of it, feeling your body being destroyed by the flames. The crowd watches, some in approval, some in horror, but no one stops it. This was necklacing, a brutal form of execution used during the anti-apartheid struggle. While it wasn't an official government method, it became a horrifying symbol of the violence that consumed South Africa during that era. If you've ever wondered what death looks like in a territory controlled
Anyone
by ISIS,
watching the
you're
stream
about to
without
get
a
glimpse of it.
blanket? I don't have a blanket
Imagine
on.
that you are accused of homosexuality or adultery, or maybe a crime that violates their extreme interpretation of Islamic law. You wouldn't require a judge to tell you what will happen next. There's no real trial, just an accusation and a sentence. They take you to the top of a
Split
tall
screen on
building
laptop
about
go
4 or
hard?
5 stories high in the center of town. A crowd gathered to witness your punishment. You're standing on the edge, and before you can even process what's happening, they push you to the ground. You free fall for a couple seconds, but when you land, the impact is so devastating that your bones break and your organs rupture. If you're unlucky, you may still be conscious when you hit the ground. And yes, surviving this execution is extraordinarily unlucky, because ISIS doesn't stop there. If you're still alive after the fall, the crowd that's been watching you doesn't disperse. Instead, they move in closer while picking up stones, rocks, and whatever else they can find.
Holy
They
shit.
begin throwing them at your broken body. Whether you're already dead or still clinging to life, they stone you, continuing the brutality even after the fall. United States. The United States likes to present itself as more civilized and more humane in how it handles capital punishment. Lethal injection is supposed to be clean, clinical, and
Watching the
painless.
stream while...
But before it became the standard, there was the electric chair, a machine with a history of horrific failures. Alan Lee Davis, known as Tiny because of his massive 300-pound frame, was convicted of murder and sentenced to death in Florida. On July 8, 1999, he was strapped into the state's electric chair, a device meant to deliver a quick and supposedly humane passing. But something went wrong. The executioners strapped Davis in too tightly, and the moment they flipped the switch, 2,000 volts of electricity surged through his body,
Holy
causing
shit.
immediate and severe physical trauma. Alan's face bursted open, with pouring out of his eyes, mouth, nose, and his, groin area. His passing was not instant. Executioners were forced to listen to the 300-pound man's muffled screams as he struggled to get free from the chair's straps. The execution was so disturbing that it sparked immediate controversy. Photos of Davis afterward were released to the media and ignited a nationwide debate about the electric chair and whether it qualified
Oh
as
my
cruel and
gosh,
unusual
y'all hear
punishment.
this shit?
Allen's case was so extreme that he became the last man to be executed by the electric chair, forcing Florida to change its method to lethal injections instead. However, he wasn't the only one to suffer a botched ending like this in Florida. 9 years earlier, Jesse Tefero faced the same chair after being convicted of murdering 2 police officers.
Why Alex
Proceedings
low-key
checked and
fine,
referenced,
bro?
or so they believed. The moment the
Shut
current
your
closed,
ass up.
flames literally exploded from Tafero's head, shocking everyone in the room. The execution team stopped and restarted the current 3 times before the man's suffering was finally ended. Later investigations revealed the cause. Someone had used a synthetic sponge instead of the natural sea sponge required for proper electrical conduction. The synthetic sponge could not conduct electricity correctly and overheated, causing the fire. Some countries make executions fast in public, others let the slow psychological damage happen long before the physical demise. Either way, the condemned are stripped of their humanity and turned into symbols or statistics. Whether you support or oppose capital punishment, these stories force us to face a hard truth. The way we treat even the worst among us says something about us as a society. Be kind to the people around you, value the security and freedoms you have, and as usual, have a happy day.
Nah, I don't believe that, chat. Let's be real, chat. I don't believe that. Because, like, if somebody murdered, like, 67 children, like, 420 adults, like, and, like, fucking shot up 17 schools, like, ran over, like, a whole bunch of infants, like, you know what I'm saying, chat? Like, the worst possible person of mankind, they deserve some bad deaths. I'm sorry. I don't care, bro. Like, be real with me, chat. I don't care if it sparks a controversial between my chat and me, but I believe if you do some heinous shit, bro, some heinous shit, you deserve to go out a heinous way. You deserve that fear that you deserve it. Like, if you, like, explain if somebody, like, stomped on, like 47 babies. Like, jump to their end by every UFC champion, like something like that. Like I really believe that if a person can do horrible things like that to another person, they deserve to go out just as horribly. Because there's like, chat, how is it fair? How is it fair, chat, that like these murderers and stuff are literally disassembling people and putting them on the side of roads, but then next thing you know, they get caught and they just get like lethal injection. Like, you're telling me this guy's gonna go to sleep and that's it? Wait, is that the real Slim Shady? Wait, chat, is that the real Slim Shady? He's lying. He's the real Slim Shady. Wait, he's not fake. Bro, that's Eminem. Chat, that's Eminem. Wait, chat, that's Eminem. Wait, chat, that's Eminem. That's Slim Shady. That's the real Slim Shady. Bro, let me get an autograph, bruh. Let me get an autograph. Can you say, my name is, my name is Shika Shika Slim Shady. Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Daddy's gonna be alright. Oh, wait. Wait. Did he just drop some bars? Wait. Did he just drop some bars? Hold up. Hold up. I'm beginning to feel like a rap god, rap god. All of my people finna come to the back nah, back nah. Who thinks their arms are long enough to slap box, slap box? Bro, chat. Only if I could listen to music, bro. That shit was fire. The worst serial killers in every... Wait. What is this? After I filmed this video, Nicholas killed his family? What? Bro, chat, I want to draw like this, bro. I want to draw so badly, bro. Have you collapsed yet or nah? You're funny. Oh my gosh, chat. Look, I just want to be able to doodle like this. Like, how do people think of this shit, bro? Oh my gosh, I want to draw like this. Bro, I want to draw like this. This shit looks fucking heat. Chat, should I start streaming on Twitch like once a week or so? Alright, chat, it's 1 o'clock. I think it's time for me to go. Hold up. I cut your flow too slow. Every verse feels your fear will grow. Wait, what? Wait, chat. It's time for me to go. I gotta get out of here. I'm finna go to sleep. I really hope you guys did enjoy this stream. This was a fire ass stream. W ass stream. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. W, the real Slim Shady, aka the real Eminem, aka Martial Law. I think that's his name. But I really hope you guys did enjoy the video because I had a fun time talking to you guys. You guys are amazing as hell. And with that being said, I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. Make sure you put the post notification bell on so no one will go live when I upload a video. And I'll see all you beautiful people in the next one. Peace. WJ. I was doing my outro, J Diddy. I couldn't just say WJ in the middle of the outro. Know what I'm saying? The outro has to be nice and smooth. Alright, see you later, J Diddy. Have a good day. Or good night. See you later, Slim Shady. See you later, Keo, if you're still here.